If your computer backs up photos to Google Photos through Google Drive, that stops on August 10th. And part of it has already stopped. Watch this checkbox. It won't turn on. I'll show you exactly what breaks, exactly what doesn't, and the replacement that actually works. I set the whole thing up on camera. Okay. So this is Google Drive for desktop on a normal Windows machine. I'm adding a folder to backup. Small Photos folder, 6 pictures in it. And here are the 2 options Google gives you. Sync with Google Drive. That one's fine. Tick straight away, still works. And this one. Back up to Google Photos. Watch. Click. Nothing. I'll try the label. Nothing. The little icon. Still nothing. It's not your mouse. It's not a glitch. Google switched it off. And they say so, right there in the panel. Starting August 10th, 2026, Drive for desktop will no longer support backing up to Google Photos. There are 2 dates here, and people mix them up. June 15th. That one's already gone. Since then, you can't add any new folder that backs up to Photos. That's the thing I just showed you. August 10th. That's the big one. On that day, the folders you already set up stop syncing to Photos as well. Now 3 things that do not change, because I've watched people panic about all 3. 1. Photos already in your library stay there. Nothing gets deleted. 2. Syncing folders to Google Drive still works exactly as it does today. It's only the Photos part going away. 3. Backup from your phone, the Google Photos app on Android or iPhone, completely untouched. So why? Google's answer, roughly, is that backup belongs in Google Photos, not in Drive. If you got an email from them titled, Action Required, Changes to Google Photos Backup Functionality, that's this. Same thing. And they do point you at a replacement. The problem is where it is. Because it's nowhere near where you'd look. Here's the trap. There's a support thread out there literally called, Backup Folders Does Not Exist. And honestly, I get it. This is the Google Photos settings page. I went through the whole thing. Backup quality, appearance, memories, sharing, location. Nothing about backing up folders. It really isn't in settings. It's in the plus button, top right corner. That's it. That's the whole secret. Right. Let's do it properly, step by step. Step 1. Open your browser and go to photos.google.com. Make sure you're signed in with an account you actually want the photos in. Step 2. Top right. Click the plus button. Some versions call it Create and Add Photos. Same button. Step 3. Under Add Photos, there it is. Backup Folders. It says Backup automatically underneath. Click that. Step 4. Your computer opens its own folder picker. Pick the folder your photos actually land in. Whatever yours is called. Camera folder, pictures, imports from your card reader. Then, select folder. Step 5. And this is the one that actually matters. Your browser asks, allow this site to view and copy files? Click Allow. If you're given the choice between allow once and allow on every visit, take every visit. Otherwise, you'll be reapproving this thing for the rest of your life. And there it goes. Folder backup. 6 items. And the little message. You backed up 6 items. Scroll down, and there they are. Sitting in the library. That's the proof I care about. Not a toggle that says it's on. The actual photos, actually up there. If you want to check on it later, that same folder backup card is where you look. It'll tell you the folder and how many items went up. And if you ever want it to stop, 3 dots, remove. That's all. Now, the catch. And this is the part most write-ups mention once and move on from. This is not a background service. The old desktop app ran quietly whether you thought about it or not. This one doesn't. Google Photos only goes looking for new files when you're actually on the site. So you shoot something on Saturday. You dump the card onto your computer. You don't open Google Photos until Thursday. Nothing was backed up until Thursday. That's not a bug. That's just how it works now. So how do you live with that? 2 things. First, keep a tab open. If Google Photos is sitting in a tab while you work, it keeps picking things up. Second, and this is Google's own advice in their help pages, install Google Photos as an app on your computer. On photos.google.com, there's a little install button at the end of the address bar. No install button? 3-dot menu. Cast, save and share. Install page as an app. Either way, you get a Photos window that behaves like a normal app, and backup keeps ticking over while it's open. Fair warning though, it still has to be running. Machine asleep, app closed, uploads pause. Here's my safety net. And honestly, I just do this as well. Remember that first checkbox, sync with Google Drive? That one still works, and it isn't going anywhere. So switch it on for your Photos folder. Your pictures get copied up automatically in the background, the way the old app did it. They won't appear in Google Photos. No faces, no search, no memories. They're just files in Drive. But they are safe. And Photos handles the nice library part whenever you open it. Belt and braces. 3 mistakes to avoid. 1. Hunting through settings. It isn't there. Plus button. 2. Clicking allow once on that permission prompt. Take the every visit option. 3. Assuming the deadline doesn't apply to you because your old backup still works today. It does still work today. On August 10th, it stops. Quick answers. Will I lose photos I've already backed up? No. Nothing gets deleted. Do I need to do anything if I only back up from my phone? No. Phone backups untouched. Does this work on a Mac? Yes. It's a website. Mac, Windows, Chromebook, all the same. One exception Google calls out. It can't back up an Apple Photos library directly. Regular folders only. And if you don't see the option at all, update your browser. Older ones get a browser not supported message. So, before August 10th, photos.google.com plus button, backup folders, allow on every visit. And actually open the site now and then. If this saves you an afternoon, subscribe. I take a real problem, reproduce it on a real machine, and fix it on camera. Every week. Thanks for watching.